Welcome to History with Mrs. Q. On today's episode, we'll be learning about the Battle of Wyoming.
Good morning, it's July 4th, 2024, and instead of being in New York City, I am here in the Wyoming Valley of Pennsylvania to celebrate the Battle of Wyoming, which occurred July 3rd, 1778. So today we're going to be talking to people here and getting an understanding of why we're all out here and what happened in that Revolutionary War battle.
You might be interested to know that 3 presidents have visited the monument. Rutherford B. Hayes, Theodore Roosevelt, and Jimmy Carter, which is quite a story, if you want to take a look at it. In October of last year, it seemed like a contingent of Masons showed up to plant the tree. Miriam Zarnowski, our secretary and very knowledgeable historian, said, "Wouldn't it be incredible if we dug up some historical artifacts?" I swear to you, that very moment, we heard a clunking sound, and Scott said, like this, and this is what he held up. A horseshoe.
Wyoming Monument, July 4th, 2024. Today's commemoration is presented by the Wyoming Monument Association. Formed in 1860, the association is one of the oldest all-female historical groups in America. They hold title to the grounds where the event is taking place today and to the monument. The monument marks the location of the remains of those who died here on July 3rd, 1778 in the Revolutionary War Battle of Wyoming, also known as the Wyoming Massacre. It happened near where we are now. Butler's Rangers, commanded by Loyalist John Butler, were joined by Iroquois Seneca, commanded by War Chief Cornplanter. Remember, there were Revolutionary War regiments on the British side that were made up of American Loyalists. Not all of the soldiers fighting Patriots were from England. Loyalists and Iroquois were met by a small force of 300 militia here on what was then considered the American frontier. Butler's Rangers and Iroquois tribes loyal to England were attacking forts and settlements on the west, while General Washington was focused on battles closer to the eastern seaboard. Part of the reason for this is the English, who didn't venture too far inland where their knowledge of the interior was limited. They preferred to stay near the coast where their superior naval power gave them an advantage. To fight inland, they had to depend on American Loyalists or Iroquois allies to guide them. The defending Patriots were brutally killed in the battle and their bodies mutilated. Colonel Butler blamed the Iroquois, but Iroquois Chief Cornplanter claimed it was the Loyalists who committed the atrocities. Later that year in Cherry Valley, New York, Loyalist regiments again allied with Cornplanter and Mohawk Chief Brant and attacked and massacred the people there in what is now believed to be the most horrific frontier massacre of the war. 30 non-combatants were murdered. These attacks were so shocking that they gained the attention of the Continental Congress and General Washington. Washington reconsidered his approach to the frontier and the following year launched an expedition commanded by General John Sullivan. Sullivan's expedition departed about 6 miles northeast from here and traveled along the Susquehanna River to central New York, attacking Iroquois settlements along the way. They ended in Cherry Valley, where they attacked Mohawk Chief Brant in retaliation for his attack the previous year. Although the story here is a terrible one, those who we are remembering today caused a reconsideration of the strategy used along the western frontier, changing the direction of the Revolutionary War. The remains of those who died were gathered and interred in a common grave. Then, in 1833, the bones were reinterred in a vault under the monument that stands here today. Every year since 1878, this memorial has taken place. As part of the commemoration, wreaths are placed around the monument in honor of those lives lost here July 3rd, 1778.
This is not Oscar night. If you go long, we don't play you off with music, we shoot the cannons. I guess I've already gone too long.
Thank you for joining me today at this commemoration of the Battle of Wyoming, which took place July 3rd, 1778. We had a wonderful time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. I'm Karen Q or Mrs. Q, and I will see you again soon.